on this side. Yeah. Nice. On this side. Jackson, we're good there. Yeah. Gonna pause there, Jackson. We do need a third person to handle all of our tech needs, but for now, we're ready to rock.
All right, so here we are. Welcome to episode 250 of Book Life Pitted with Action and Manny V. I'm Steve Action Jackson, joined by the man, the myth, the legend, my good friend Manny Vargas. And we apologize if we're running a couple minutes late. We decided to stop off for fish tacos before we jumped on camera.
Even though it's Monday, we'll have a Taco Tuesdays pretty much every day of the week. What's up, Opie and Ryan? Glad you guys are chiming in.
All right, so let's get into it. First and foremost, shout outs. My shout out this week goes to five-time women's bodyboarding world champion, Neymara Carvalho. She is the event organizer for the first event on the IBC World Tour this year, the Wahine Pro. It's an all-women's event. It's the second year of the event, featuring the Pro Women's, the Pro Junior Women's, and the Women's Masters World Championship. But this year, something special, actually a couple things special added to the event. They've been running an amateur division, which actually brought out the likes of an 80-year-old competitor, and they ran a standalone Women's Adaptive World Championship, something we have not seen in the sport of bodyboarding before. And I know there have been people involved in the sport trying to create a men's adaptive, but you know what? Neymara Carvalho and the ladies beat us to the punch.
I mean, everybody talks the talk, but to actually put it down and get it rolling is another level. So Neymara and crew, awesome, awesome, awesome. I think this is just the beginning of what we're going to see from this point on when it comes to bodyboarding competition. And who knows, it could be a standalone event and also be included into the ISA Adaptive Surfing Championships that they have all over the world as well.
Now, just to spark a little conversation, where is the men's masters? Where is the men's adaptive? There's got to be somebody out there with the right connections to make it happen and figure out a time, a place, sponsors, and make this a reality. If anything, Neymara Carvalho and all the ladies gathered in Espírito Santo, Brazil right now for the Wahine Pro have shown it can be done.
Yeah, I guarantee it's going to happen. It's just, I mean, how much more work is it going to be to add a couple more divisions? I don't see a problem of that not happening. I mean, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of putting it on paper. And obviously, Neymara is proving that it is totally possible. So yeah, great shout out.
And what do you have for this week?
For my shout out on the 250th episode is, I think this will be number 5 or 6, but the same to my Book Life patrons. Thank you guys for hanging in there. And yeah, I want to get back on track with the interviews. The latest one, Mike Coots, if you haven't heard it, the audio's up there. The video's up there, and we talked about this much of bodyboarding. It was more about his encounter with the sharks, the tiger shark in Hawaii, his experience from beginning to end on that day, and what we all can do to help be advocates ourselves for just protecting the sharks of all species. And he threw out a number like 7 million, maybe 700 million, a shitload of sharks are being killed every year for what have you. He mentioned that there's cosmetic products that have some type of shark element involved in producing those cosmetics. Shark fin soup And I asked him, I'm like, what can we do? He's like, well, the first things first, if you ever have the opportunity to eat shark fin soup, don't. That's the easiest thing you can do. But check out the video. It's very educational, and just listening to him talk about the animal that took one of his legs is pretty outstanding. And I go check it out. If you are a pipeline patron, watch the video, and that way you can see it face to face. But the audio is there for everybody.
All right, cool. And that brings us to bodyboarding news. Couple of things I wanted to touch on. First and foremost, bodyboarding birthdays. Over this past weekend, the 21st was Sari Ohara's birthday, the 2019 Women's World Champion. She is currently competing in Brazil at the Wahine Pro. The next day, on Earth Day, April 22nd, two-time men's bodyboarding world champion Jared Houston celebrated his birthday. He also recently welcomed into the world a baby boy, so adding to the family.
Whoa.
And speaking of adding to the family, congratulations to Jeff Hubbard and his wife on the birth of their new son.
Awesome.
So, birthdays all around, whether you're celebrating getting older or celebrating the addition of a family, congratulations and happy birthday to all of you. Secondly, this weekend, Saturday actually, was Earth Day, and the Pacific Northwest Bodyboarding Club had their meetup at Harris State Beach in Brookings, Oregon. And, they had a solid turnout. I was pretty stoked to see everybody make it out for this meetup. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make the trip up there. I was really looking forward to hanging out with everybody, getting out in the water up in Oregon for the first time, and giving away a Custom X board. Fortunately, carrying the Custom X banner for me and the rest of the Custom X family, Jeremy Valador from Hawaii made the trek to Oregon and braved the cold waters. I give him a world of credit. Going from Hawaiian waters to Pacific Northwest, man, that's a drastic drop in water temperatures.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Opie, I hope it's okay with you, but we want to share some of the photos, and I found them on your Facebook page. But man, the turnout is amazing again. I mean, I went there, was it a couple years ago? But yeah, it was pretty awesome. Great turnout, Opie and the crew. And look, it looks cold. Do we know the water temperature, Opie, if you're watching right now? But I mean, a great turnout. And yeah, Matt Kitchen, you made the drive up there. But yeah, just a solid I love these. Sorry I couldn't make it, but I'm guessing these are the Hawaiian guys.
Yeah, special thanks to Matt Kitchen. He was actually the one that transported the Custom X giveaway board up to Oregon. And then, of course, Jeremy Valador doing the honors, giving away the board at the end of the meetup.
So cool. Yeah, great job. Keep that up. I mean, the annual meetup up there, I'd love to get back up there. The waves look fun, and just the whole vibe, I'm sure.
I definitely still plan on getting up to Oregon. It didn't happen this time, but it will happen sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Oh man. Is that wedge country? I mean, I can only imagine what kind of waves are coming in through that beach, and I'm sure it gets freaking
I've seen photos of that place when it's firing, and it really does fire. You just got to brave the colder water.
Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. I don't know if that was from the meetup or what, but it looks delicious.
I know I just ate fish tacos. Damn, that's making me all hungry all over again.
So Opie's saying the water was 50 degrees, and he says that was the first time the Hawaiian has ever put on a wetsuit.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So which guy is it? I'm gonna guess it's the one in the red, but or all of them. Gosh. Yeah, there's a Kauai surf shop, Tamba. But yeah, Opie, keep it up. Love what you're doing up there. Are you done with bodyboarding news?
Yep.
Okay, great. I want to transition over to this guy right here. I'll just pull it up really quick. It is this right here. I know Opie, and this is a perfect transition segue into because Opie and Kitchen were talking about it. I saw it on a couple chats, but just confirmed we got Howley Reeves and Jade Robles are going to be are confirmed. They'll be joining us at Cabo Freak Fest 2023. I'm working on the flyer. So we got Howley Reeves, we got Jake Romero, we got one of the best Mexican bodyboarders, the Mexican Machine, Alfonso Aguilar. Those three are confirmed 100%. This Saturday, I will get the confirmation 100% from the drop knee legend himself, who turns 50 on Saturday, Paul Roach. We're gonna have they're having a barbecue or a get together with a pizza truck here in Solana Beach. If you are in the area, hit me up. And he says invite anybody. And if you guys are part of Book Life, you guys are more than welcome to join. Hit me up after this broadcast, DM me. You know how to get a hold of me. But Paul Roach, I'll know for sure this Saturday if he'll be joining Howley Reeves, Jacob Romero, and the Mexican Machine, Alfonso Aguilar. So yeah, Cabo Freak Fest. This is the year you don't want to miss.
It's going to be a pretty solid lineup down at La Bocana. I can guess right now.
Yeah, it's I rented the whole hotel. There's 12 rooms. A few of the rooms have 2 beds. Opie and Matt, if you guys hit me up, I will work with you guys, put you guys in that room with 2 beds so I can cut you guys a deal. And I just want you guys to go. So hit me up, you guys, and be ready for another week of epicness in Cabo. So bodyboarding news, Howley Reeves coming to Cabo this year.
That's going to be sick.
I reached out to a lot of writers, and one of which was Ben Severson. And I asked him, I'm like, well, what do you want? Because he said no to Cabo. I'm like, what do you want? And so I think I'm going to have to put G-Land back on the radar because he wants to do G-Land in 2024. So imagine G-Land with Ben Severson. That one will be in the books.
Trip of a lifetime.
That is going to sell out. And Book Life patrons, you guys are going to know when and where and how that's going to happen for 2024. And I need to post that sooner than later because I know a lot of you have to take time off of work. But for now, we got Howley Reeves in Cabo in August. If you guys have any questions, let me know. There's bodyboarding news from my end.
All right. And we're going to roll right into the video of the week.
Okay, let's pull it up.
This week's video coming to us courtesy of Breaking Even TV, the YouTube channel for Craig Wetter and Tanner McDaniel. This video is Tanner McDaniel and Puerto Escondido.
Oh, wow. Hope you guys get sound. Let me know if you do or don't.
Have you ever gotten pants in Porto?
Yes. Not fun. Puerto Escondido will demand respect. If you don't give it to him, they'll take it from him. Jesus. So just so you know, Tanner is still on the fence for Cabo. He's got a wedding to go to. I'm like, look, you don't have to come in the whole week.
Something else to keep in mind for this year's Cabo Freak Fest? El Nino season is upon us.
We're definitely gonna have waves. Oh my gosh. I pulled up some slides from Port Escondido, 1990, with Howley Reeves, Mike Stewart, and that way. This looks like an afternoon session at Colorado. I have to live vicariously through Manny's stories of Porto and mainland Mexico because I've never been. I've been to Northern Baja, I've been to Southern Baja, but never mainland. Mainland's a different animal. All right, we're gonna put this link. We'll watch it all the way through, but I'll get you. If you haven't already done so, follow Breaking Even TV. Oh, DK, what? Definitely subscribe and follow them on YouTube. I just put the link in the chat. But yeah, those guys, I hope they don't stop. But yeah, maybe Tanner and Cabo as well, but we'll see.
All right, so there's a Boog Life video of the week, which brings us to Monday Motivation. This week's motivation, a quote from Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time. Impossible is just a word thrown around by small men who find it easier to live in the world they've been given than to explore the power they have to change it. Impossible is not a fact, it's an opinion. Impossible is potential. Impossible is temporary. Impossible is nothing.
There you go. Beautiful, Jackson.
All right. So with all that said and done, we'll see you next week for episode 251. And we will continue marching steadily towards episode 300, which I was joking around with Manny. We'll do something big and grand and probably kind of stupid, but hey, you know, when the time rolls around, we'll figure that one out. Until the meantime, thank you for joining us. Thank you for continuing to support